Hi friends, welcome to Beautifully Bookish Bethany. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a spoiler-free review of Heavenly Tyrant by Xiran Jay Zhou. This is the sequel to Iron Widow, and I'm going to tell you that while I liked it, I think a lot of people are not going to be happy with the book because it's not necessarily going to give them what they're looking for, so enjoy the review. I listened to Heavenly Tyrant by Xiran Jay Zhou. This I got from Libra FM for their audio influencer program, and I was very excited because I loved Iron Widow. Iron Widow was one of my favorite books the year that it came out. Absolutely adored it. I was really excited to see what Heavenly Tyrant was going to be. It was not what I expected. It was interesting. So let's talk about it. So Iron Widow was this upper YA sci-fi book with these mech robots inspired by this ancient Chinese empress with a polyamorous love triangle, true love triangle setup, right? And going into book 2, it is a very different book than the first book. I liked it, but I think if you're going into it expecting it to be a duology where it's going to finish up in this book, you're going to be disappointed because it does have a cliffhanger ending and is clearly set up to be at least a trilogy. I also think if you're picking this up because you loved the polyamorous relationship and you want more of that, you're going to be disappointed because there's not really any of that in this book. So we start this book with our heroine having awoken this ancient emperor and declared herself empress. And so she ends up being forced into a political marriage of convenience with this guy. And they have this like kind of hate each other relationship but are working together. But also there's like sexual chemistry, and they end up having a really toxic sexual relationship with each other, which I think some people don't like. The thing about this series that I like, though, is that it is sex positive and it supports the main character's ability to make decisions about her own body and who she does and doesn't want to share it with and in what contexts. So I don't have a problem with that. And the way that those scenes are described is pretty vague, in line with other books that I've read for this age group, upper YA. So I don't have a problem with that. One thing that I think is really interesting about this book, though, is it has a lot to say about bodily autonomy and reproductive rights. And there are some pretty horrific things that happen with regards to that. And while book 1 was much more action forward, this one is very politics forward. There's still a lot that's happening. It's pretty fast paced and I found it to be interesting. One thing to know about it, though, is that this is a lot more about politics and political philosophy. That's what the majority of the book is interested in. And again, because that's something that I like in my science fiction, I enjoyed this. But if you're going into this hoping for a polyamorous romantic relationship and you're here for a love story, sorry, that's not really what you're gonna get here. The thing about it too is that in the author's notes, it says that all of the politics is loosely inspired by ancient Chinese history. But I'll be honest with you, if we're being real, this book reads like it's inspired by the Communist Revolution in China, so do with that what you will, but I think it's doing a really good job of looking at the complications of revolution and politics and unintended consequences, and I really liked that part of it. The thing that threw me was the ending. The ending is very fast. It completely changes the tone of the book and goes in a really different direction, and I don't know how I feel about it. I didn't love the ending. So while I adore Iron Widow and I quite liked this, it was a 4-star read for me, not a favorite of the year. I don't think everybody's gonna love it. I did like it. I think it's a good book. Ending I'm a little more mixed on, but yeah, just as a heads up, if that's something that's been on your radar, I did read it. I gave it 4 stars. If it sounds up your alley, check it out. Just kind of know what you're getting into. Again, I liked it for the political nature of it, but it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Comment down below and let me know if you have read it. What did you think? Did you like it? Did you not? How did you feel about Iron Widow? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, it always helps if you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.